Hey yo, peep this, man. Two cousins got killed on Facebook Live after they confronted a woman. We about to take a look into this. This is the story about I think her name is Carissa Job and Tatiana Day. We're gonna hop straight into this, man. I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I just really want to start shining light on stories like this, man. Just make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you like this video. If there's something you want me to shine light on, make sure you drop that in the comments below. Let's get into it.
In Holmes County, deputies are investigating a shooting that left two women dead after a fight that was shown on Facebook Live.
If someone knew this was going to take place, they would have called, let us intervene. And if people come to your house, if you could pick up the phone, call 911, give us a chance to respond to this, and that, maybe we could.
Oh boy, talk slower than Charles Barkley. Hey yo.
Handle it in a better way than just taking a life.
Around 2 p.m. on April 25th, Holmes County deputies were called to a home on Emory Road off Highway 19, just north of West Mississippi, for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find two women suffering from gunshot wounds.
The Holmes County Sheriff is investigating a shooting that left two women dead. Deputies were called to a home along Emory Road around 2 p.m. on Tuesday. According to the sheriff, deputies got a call that someone was arguing on Facebook Live.
The two victims were identified as 33-year-old Carissa Job and 24-year-old Tatiana Day, who were cousins. One of the women died on the way to the hospital, and the other died after arriving at the hospital. An investigation into the case revealed that both women showed up to the home to confront another woman. Deputies were...
Oh, they went to somebody else's house. Sad to say, but you can't be going to other people's house, and that's grounds for self-defense. Let's see if the girl whoever shot him, even end up getting self-defense.
Received a call that someone was arguing on Facebook Live, but by the time they got to the scene, both women were already shot by the other women who lived at the home. During the Facebook Live, you can see one of the victims sitting on a truck and the other victim with the camera recording the entire incident. Both are yelling profanities at the woman who lives at the home. They appear to be yelling about paying someone's land taxes or rent. You can visibly see children and dogs in the yard until finally the woman on the steps who lives at the mobile home signals for the child to go inside of the home. One of the victims can be heard yelling, "Put that red light on her so you can show her where you're shooting at. Put the red light on me." Shortly afterwards, the woman who lives at the home begins yelling at the victim who is sitting on her truck, instructing her to get off of it. The woman who lives at the home then approaches the truck with the gun while the child gets back. She then holds the gun up to head level of the victim on the truck, moves around to the other side, and the gun can be heard going off. One of the victims begins...
But you can't, I don't know if you could shoot nobody for standing on your truck, though. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's a little iffy right there.
Running, and the sounds of gunshots can be heard again before the phone appears to fall to the ground, indicative of the fact that this is the moment the victim was shot. You can hear the victim on the ground saying, I'm sorry, over and over again. A few more shots are heard and then more yelling before the video cuts off. Although not confirmed, it has been stated that all three women were related. Both deaths are the fifth.
All three women are related. So y'all go over there jumping on your own cousin's car. And then your own cousin shoots you. Both of y'all. 3 lives, bro. 3 lives.
5th and 6th homicide in the city this month.
County Sheriff Willie March says there have been 6 homicides in Holmes County just in April. He says that's including the 2 that happened Tuesday afternoon, and it's not the violence that you would see here in such a rural small town.
In that area, I never had this kind of activity.
According to Holmes County Sheriff Willie March, 33-year-old Carissa Job and 24-year-old Tatiana Day are dead after both of the women went to a home just outside of West Mississippi. The sheriff says both women were on Facebook Live when they were arguing with a third woman who lives in the home they visited.
Based a lot of cursing, stuff like that. You see the gun shooting.
Job died on the way to the hospital and Day died at a hospital in Lexington.
Various Facebook users shared their thoughts toward the situation, saying, "Lesson here. Under no circumstances go to anyone's house."
I already said that, bro. Rule number one, you can't go to nobody's house, man. That, like I said, first of all, that's grounds for self-defense. And the reason being is because you came there looking for a problem. So whenever somebody give you that problem, you know what I'm saying, especially if that's a stand your ground state, it's just a bad tragic event, man. But don't go to nobody's place, man.
Young people, stop encouraging and enabling your friends to do crazy stuff. Social media will hype you up, and then the only thing left of you is sad posts on Facebook and your picture on a t-shirt. It's so much more in life out here. Nothing is cool about it. Y'all don't take nothing serious until this type of stuff happens. Everybody is in line for the internet. It's people out here who are going to handle their business on and off Facebook. You can't run up on anybody just because you think they aren't about their life. Another says, "I'm not going to say I don't feel bad for them because their family has to deal with the heartbreak, but to be on someone's vehicle in their yard is unacceptable. It was so sad to hear that girl apologizing as she was dying." Y'all better stay away from folks' house uninvited. 2 shot and killed, and the killer has not been charged. All of these girls were...
The killer has not even been charged. Don't go to nobody's crib, bruh. I thought she might have got charged because the second shooting, like, because why you shoot the second person and all, you know what I'm saying? So it's just good. But once again, she might be in a stand your ground state. You came on my property. I'm allowed to, you know what I'm saying, get you off my property however I please. Real rap.
First cousins. Y'all better stay at home. People are not going to let you hurt them. Both of these ladies have small children. Pure ignorance, shaking my head. Stay at home, get a job, get about some business. Feel bad for the kids left behind. Lastly, another Facebook user says, "I'm sorry, but this was premeditated. Yes, they came to her property, but they had no weapons drawn. From what I saw, wasn't posing a threat, just sitting on a car talking. She shot them multiple times until the clip was empty in front of toddlers. Not justifying them going over there, but they could have just went in the house and let them sit out there looking stupid until the police came. Ain't no coming back from death. Them kids and the other ladies could have been easily hurt as well. Just sad all the way around. Warning does come before destruction, and they were told multiple times to leave. There were so many ways to break away without violence. Sad situation. Condolences to the families involved. Rest in peace to these women." One person who lives at the home is being questioned in the shooting. The Facebook video is being reviewed by investigators to determine whether charges will be filed or if the case will go before a grand jury. As of right now, there's a strong possibility that the shooting can be considered as self-defense since both women confronted the shooter at her home. The case remains ongoing.
R.I.P. Job and Dave, man, for real. But hey, if anything was learned, if you could take anything from this video, don't go looking for trouble, especially when not at somebody else's house, because once you get there, anything pretty much goes. And like one of the comments from Facebook said, stop doing everything for social media. They on Facebook Live acting up. You sitting or standing or whatever you doing on top of my car, cussing me out on Facebook Live. Get your ass down. Hey, get down. What are you like? Sometimes you back people up in the corner. I believe that's Tatiana on the brown skin, more brown skin one. She look a little bit more heavy set. You feel me? And don't get it wrong, Job. She don't look like she was the most petite person in the world. You a little bit. She was a little bit too big to be going over there trying to jump on two of y'all, both of y'all trying to get on. Man, listen. Sad story. Once again, R.I.P. I do feel bad for them, and more I feel bad for the kids, all the kids that's involved. You got to think, I don't know how many kids they had, but just say they both had 2 kids lost their parents and lost their cousin. And then you got to think the other girl that actually had to that did the shooting, her kids had to witness that. whole lot of tragic stuff that happened in this one event, man. But just wanted to shine some light on there. If you are new to the channel, I don't usually do this often, but I am going to start doing some more videos like this. I found this video was sent to me, and shout out to Black Girl Unlost. Yeah, Black Girl Unlost. Make sure y'all go over there and sub to her channel. She did a good job with that video, man. We about to get up out of here. GoHamm TV.